Hello, hola, my name is Nydia Monroy. I'm from Chicago, Illinois, and I'm a very proud first-generation college graduate with the class of 2020 this year. I just wanted to take a few seconds to say a few things to my peers, my fellow first-generation graduating students. We did it, and we really should be tremendously proud. Tenemos que poner y recargar y seguir con las mismas pilas que teníamos, but our hard work and dedication does not go unnoticed, and this is really the result of that. To my friends, the people I've been able and fortunate enough to cross paths with throughout my years at WashU, thank you for making WashU like a second home to me. Last but not least, to my parents, Jorge Monroy and Leticia Villaseñor. Gracias por enseñarme que la educación es la base de todo, por siempre estar ahí por mí. Y en verdad no tengo las palabras suficientes para agradecerlos. I'm sure I share the sentiment with many other first-generation students that this celebration is not just for us. There is really a whole team of people behind us, so many I can't even name off the top of my head that I know I wouldn't be the person I am and would not be here were it not for them. So I just wanted to give a huge shout out and thank you and a million virtual hugs to all of those people in my life. And congratulations once again to the class of 2020.
Hello, and congratulations to my fellow 2020 graduates. My name is Caitlin Davis, and my pronouns are she, her, hers, or they, them, theirs. First of all, before I even get into the speech, I just need to express how honored I am to have been chosen to give this speech. I'm abundantly grateful to be amongst the first people to tell my classmates congratulations. And so congratulations. And throughout my speech, you're going to hear it a million other times, but we deserve it, so why not? All right, so a little bit about me. I'm a 2020 graduate from the Brown School at WashU, and I have now earned my master's degree in social work with a concentration in mental health. And yes, like all of you, I am also first generation. So I graduated from the University of Iowa with my bachelor's degree in psychology back in May of 2017. It was already a surreal experience walking across that stage. I understand that hits a sensitive area for us walking across the stage, but I will address that at a later time. It was already a surreal experience walking across that stage with my face plastered over all of the screens in the entire arena for thousands to see, including my closest friends, my family, and my chapter. I'm a duly initiated member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, shout out. And so it just meant the world to me to have that moment, but unreal. What really hit me though was when I got my degree in the mail and when I physically was able to touch the very piece of paper that I had been working 4 years for. It really hit me in a different way. I just stood there in awe, holding it, but it was so hard to wrap my head around. So, now with that being said, let me get into my first message. We earned this. When I was moved in by a family member from Iowa City, my college town, the day was going well. I had moved into my new apartment and I was excited. But suddenly when I moved here, I got nervous. My heart started pounding out of nowhere. And like a lot of you probably have already experienced, the imposter syndrome kind of took over. And so once that sunk in, I was trying my best to do a lot of mental editing and fight that off, to fight off the negativity the thoughts of why are you here? How did you get here? You don't belong here. You're taking someone else's spot. But just as I was fighting it, just as I was combating it, the family member that moved me in, she walked in as I was like sitting in the living room. And she said to me, "Hey, look, Caitlin, you know it wouldn't be me if I weren't being honest with you. You know you only got in because you're Black, right?" Just pause there for a moment. And so instead of confirming her statement with, "You know what, you're right," instead of validating that statement that she made to me, my instant reaction was to tell her, "No, not right. I earned it." Of course, that turned into another kind of conversation, but nonetheless, I stood my ground, and I guess I always knew that I earned my place here at WashU. So I'm sure not everyone viewing this is a person of color, so let me try to generalize this. So I know that for my first gen students, I know a lot of us are probably people of color, people who hold multiple minority identities, if not just one. And so I'm sure a lot of us thought the same things, similar things outside of that. Like, how did I get here? I have no idea what I'm doing. I have some idea of how college is working. I was barely used to having a bachelor's degree. And I made it this far? Another one? Or another couple? What do I do now? I can't believe I made it. Wow, they really chose me. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sure we've thought all of these things at some point before, even during our journey at attaining these degrees, this master's, those master's degrees, because I know some of you have a matching pair, congratulations to you. Then also those doctorate degrees. I'm pretty sure that a lot of you had thought at some point, I didn't really think I'd get here. How did I get here? And so that brings me to my next point. Regardless of how it happened, you did it. You've done those assignments, you've aced those exams, or let's be honest, you tried your best on those exams. And you fought battles that people around you probably have no idea about. You sacrificed your time. Goodness, you sacrificed so much of your energy and your effort. You've given so much commitment to these degrees. You've joined those student groups. You've taken those leadership positions. You've made an impact on the people around you or people in the community or both. And all along the way, you're still thinking about your family and how you have made it the furthest and how no one else in your family will be able to say that. You broke that glass ceiling for you and yours. But most importantly, amongst all of this, amongst all of your accolades, you've asked for help. We weren't given the great big guidebook for college. We've had to ask questions, we've had to ask for help, we've had to do our own research, we've had to connect with others and establish our own resources. And if it weren't for those processes, for those things that got us through life, for those things that got us through school, for those things that kept us sane during this time, we wouldn't have been able to get to where we are. And maybe we would have, but it would have been that much more difficult. So now we have the knowledge, we have the experience to help future first generation students and to help our future members of our family. We have insight to the content of the great big guidebook to college. But now that we're here, now that we've done it, and now that we've been around the block a few times, we need to do that for others. So that leaves me with my last message. Know your worth, and then add tax. No other graduating class before us can say that they survived, fought through, worked through a pandemic, a global pandemic. So again, congratulations. To come back to walking across the stage, we might not have been able to walk across the stage this time. And it's awful. And believe you me, I share similar feelings. But we have fought through and worked through chaos in these unprecedented times. We have shown our commitment. We have demonstrated our discipline, our commitment to these degrees. And now we have now earned master's degrees, doctorate degrees. And so now as we go out here in the workforce, we need to understand, they need to understand that we're way more valuable than we even thought we were in the beginning. So, all in all, congratulations, fellow classmates. We did it. We earned it. We're worth it. Congrats. Have a good one.